because they're obviously wanting it. So tip for all you GoPro users out there. Well, I was hoping to do some sheet work, but I think I might hold off at the minute. Don't have to cut any wires that way. In the middle of shearing this mob. Good morning everyone, what's going on today? Check this out. How about that for a chilly morning? I think it got to -2 just before, so it's warming up a bit now. Sun's just woken up. We've got a bit of hay to deliver first thing, well, 2 loads actually, so I'm going to go do that. Bit of loosen hay, and then we'll probably get into a bit of sheet work. I think we've finally got the shear wheel wand and the true test indicator to talk to themselves, so I think I'll probably, I think I might get the rams in and give them a weigh up and put all them, because they haven't been scanned onto there yet, so then we can monitor their growth rates a bit more. So I'm thinking that's what I might do this afternoon. But no, it's a bit chilly. Well, chilly for me anyway. This little dingo jumped straight in there when I opened the door. You're obviously a bit cold, aren't you? Hey? The only good thing about the frost really is it means it's going to be an unreal day. So that's about the only good thing that comes from a frost, in my opinion. Just come out, these are the twin ewes in here. Just come out to see if they're into this loosened silage, which, yeah, they definitely are. I only moved them in here, not yesterday, the day before, and they're right into it. That's good to see. So just giving them a little bit extra. We did have a little bit of trouble during the drought. My first year of uni it was. We had a bit of trouble like putting a feeder in with the lambing ewes, because they'd just stand there all day and gorge themselves, and then they'd have their lamb and then they'd leave their lamb. Bit different situation obviously this year. We're not in drought yet. They are potentially calling for it at the end of the year. There is plenty of grass in the paddock, so it's just to keep them topped up. So hopefully they won't just stand there and pig themselves, which we'll just have to keep monitoring them. They're about 2 weeks, probably not even 2 weeks away from lambing, so looks like they've been into this lick too. If you remember in a couple of videos ago, I mentioned how these girls had run straight past it and gone and had a lick of it, and they're into it. So I'll take it over and put it near the feeder there, and I'll fill it up again, because they're obviously wanting it. So if they want it, we'll keep giving it to them. It is pretty expensive stuff. I think it's about 70 or 80 bucks for that little bag. So, and it comes back to, the sheep are only probably gonna, they seem to only eat it when they need it, because these girls, the AI ewes that were in here, they didn't eat it, they didn't touch it at all. So just the difference between sheep, the lead up into lambing, I suppose. They probably had a little bit better lead up, the AIs, than these girls. Don't know whether I've said, but the AI ewes, they're on the triticale now, so it's looking really good too. Bit patchy in some spots, but I think that was more the old cedar than the actual plant itself. So hey girls, a bit chilly one for you, wasn't it? See where the sheep have been camping. This is the stuff here, same stuff we used last year. I've shown it before. Calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, sodium, sulfur, all those key nutrients. Just a boost mainly, because this is arguably probably the most important time of the year, this lead up to lambing, and the sort of 2 weeks after into lactation. Because you don't look after them now, then you're gonna hurt yourself later on. Lambs, they need a good start to life, obviously. As you could imagine, they're completely reliant on mum. So if mum's not doing well, then they're not going to do well, are they? So it's just like a powder stuff. It doesn't even smell. So, but this is the loosened silage. You can see, if you remember, I did do a video cutting it. It had a bit of thistle in it, but they're still into it, still loving it. So that's good. It smells good too. Tip for all you GoPro users out there: whenever it's a frosty morning like this, cool morning, or just cold in general, every time I get in the ute, I just stick it up here, up there where the vents for the windscreen are, just to keep it warm, because that's the touch wood, that's the only trouble I've ever had with this GoPro is cold batteries. So right, done 2 loads, just come back to load up. I'm not actually taking this load today, take it on Saturday morning. It's Thursday today, so this is the stuff I'm taking. This is just pasture hay, all the lucerne I've taken out of this shed. We've obviously still got some at home for ourselves, but I've sold all the stuff that I want to sell. Let's get it loaded up, I suppose. After buying these grabs, these silage grabs for silage, I don't use the forks to handle round bales at all now. They're just so much easier than forks for round bales. I'm talking. Yeah, once you've used these, you sort of, especially for stacking like this, like there's no way you'd get round bales stacked like that with forks. It's just, yeah, it's a game changer, to be honest. This whole world asks for the taking, brand new life out there just waiting. Oh, let's go. Don't need a rainbow or 4 clover fields. We'll open the sky, make the clouds disappear. For every day that the world makes us feel like giving up, we'll make our own luck. You and me, one perfect picture. I'm all good as long as I'm with you. Oh, let's go. We don't need a rainbow or 4 clover fields. We'll open. Right, all loaded up, tied on. So as I said, this is just pasture hay. I think it's been fed to horses, not as a full ration obviously. It's just pasture hay, but just to supplement them, I think. From what I gather, I know nothing about horses, but they seem to like it, so. Well, we get 28 on, I think we get on. Job's good, let's get out of here. Well, I was hoping to do some sheet work, but I think I might hold off at the minute. Looks like it's starting, a bit of rain coming. Probably not too much, but just enough to be a pain in the ass, I'd say. Forgot to show you a quick look at the Peloton. It's looking good. I will nearly graze this again in a week, I'd reckon. It almost looks totally different to last time. Leaves are more like that last time, whereas here you can see maybe they're just younger looking, but no, it's looking really healthy anyway, which is good. What are you doing? Dogs! Alright, so it is still raining out there, as you can probably hear it on the roof, but excuse me, cat. You're fair in the road, you know. What are you doing? You're a bit of a cat dog, aren't you? Me? I made these strip lights up last night after I loaded the first load of this hay. When I was in the truck the other day, I saw a cattle crate that had strip lights up on the top of the crate when they were reversing. That came on when the reverse lights came on. I thought that was a pretty cool idea. Looks a bit better than just a normal light, I reckon. So I was going to put them up the top here, above this, sort of out of the road, above the tail lights, sort of a bit hidden, and then hook them up to the reverse light. And these are really good lights. They're steady lights. They're really good lights, but the adhesive stuff on the back's no good. So I'll have to find some glue to put on there. But I thought while it's raining, I don't really feel like doing sheet work in the rain. It's not urgent. I was just going to get the rams in, and put all their ear tags on the monitor there. Because as I said this morning, I think got the stick reader working, so it can wait. Hey, Mags. I'm doing now, just run the wires through there. I'm just going to tap it into the beeper here. It's easy, there's just got little terminals to screw right on there, so don't have to cut any wires that way. If they don't work or don't look right as good as I thought they'd do, I can just take them off without wrecking wires. How about that?
Pretty neat. Better than I thought, actually.
Yeah, so they are really good lights. They're steady strip lights.
So I'm pretty happy with that, actually. That's good. That little light down there doesn't do much, unfortunately. And I just personally think they look a little bit neater than just having a light at the back there. Oh, that's very good. So I've just been out feeding some crossbred ewes. These ones are these are the single lambs. These ones, you'll notice that they've actually, some of them have been shorn and some of them haven't. That's because we're in the middle of shearing this mob. We saw the shorn ones last Thursday and then they were scanned on Friday, and so it's just caused, we just put them in the same paddock for the minute. I haven't done the, I saw a few of the dry, I saw the rest of the dry ewes, but Dad's actually away this week, so I didn't shear anymore this week because it was bloody cold yesterday, and then today wasn't too much better. I was a little bit better, but next week's looking fine, so we'll hopefully finish shearing next week, which should be good. There might be a few lambs left to do, but I might even poke away at them myself. So no, that's why there's a bit of a mismatched looking mob. So they're just around the shearing shed here, obviously because of that reason, and so are the twinners. So I just having to give them a bit of feed because they're very quickly running out of feed in this paddock, and we don't want them to slip at all. Even though they're not due to lamb till July, we still want to keep them in good nick. Much harder to bring a sheep back up to, you know, condition score 3 and in good condition as opposed to just maintaining her. So no, just a bit of barley should keep them going real well. Looks like these girls have been getting into it a little bit.
So these are just the rest of the twinners. I split them into 2 paddocks onto this ryegrass and then in that other paddock, obviously. So no,
That was plump full yesterday when I filled it up. And they've got silage down here too, so they're enjoying that. AI lamb there, by the look of it. She was obviously missed in the original draft up.
But anyway, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for another one. Probably a very short one, that one, but by the time I did these couple loads of hay and then got loaded up again, it was nearly 1 o'clock. So then I went and had some lunch, and then it started raining, and I did this few shed jobs here with these lights, and now it's 4:30 and I'm about to go to footy training. So it's just one of those days, a bit slower. Oh, it's been a bit nice though. Sort of, apart from shearing, we've actually been catching up on stuff, so it's been really good actually. I've been at home a fair bit more than I have been the past, seems like year really, but no, it's good. I'm enjoying making the videos at the moment. That's why I did one today, even though it is a shorter one. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll keep pumping them out, and yeah, keep watching them. So there's my text message tone. Good way to end it. All right, see you guys, bye.